All right, we are back at it again with more Magic Pack openings. We're doing a 3-pack of Phyrexia, Dominaria United, and Foundations. Can never go wrong with Foundations. And then, like I've been doing the last couple openings, just for some shits and giggles, I've been opening Flash Friends, Tattoo Flash trading cards. They also have really cool commons, uncommons, rares, and foils, like this foil I opened up last time, which is hard to see with the lighting, but it is very shiny. I really like it. So we'll open that up at the end. And as always, we put the rares and mythics off to the side, and we will check the market price just because it's fun to see what cards are going at the moment. All right, we'll start with, you know what? Can't go wrong with Foundations. We'll start with Foundations. Hey, Tom Bomb in the chat. Definitely missed you for a bit there over the holidays. All right, get the cards in order. And we are starting with Icewind Elemental. Think Twice, Beastkin Ranger, Fleeting Distraction. Oh yeah, gotta rep the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for sure. All right, Fleeting Distraction, Infestation Sage, Goblin Borders, Make Your Move, Fleeting Flight, Elvish Regrower is the first uncommon. Shivan Dragon, that's a classic. I remember when that was that would definitely be a rare, not an uncommon. An Offer You Can't Refuse. And the rare is Celestial Armor. Flash, you may cast a spell at any time. You could cast an instant. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. The creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has flying. And then a foil, Fiery Annihilation. Then a Plains. And an art card. We've got, oh, looks like it's vertical. There we go. Oh, come on, there's the focus. Let's see, it is Sear Slicer Goblin. Very nice. So I'm actually going to check the market value on that Shivan Dragon, just because, I mean, that was a go-to card back in the day. I'm curious to see what the price is, especially for a version from Foundations. I'm sure the old cards go for much heftier price. Okay, I think we'll do Dominaria next. I know this one, I have to arrange the cards a little bit differently. They're a little weird. I think it's just the 2 in the front I have to move to the back. I hope that's it. Alright. Well, we're starting out with the common, so that's a good start. Toxic Abomination. Haunted Mire. It's called Dual Land. Urborg Repossession. Gibbering Barricade. Zar Ajonin, Scion of Afrava, Knight of the Dawn's Light, Knight of the Dusk's Shadow. Whoa, I like that. Back to back. That's pretty cool. Let's see, 1 is first strike. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. And then your opponents can't gain life. Knight of Dusk's Shadow gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Very cool. Gotta start him young, Tom Bomb. Tom Bomb in the chat has his, I believe, 1-year-old-ish watching the video. Love Song of Night and Day. Oh, I love the stained glass ones. Alice Ilcor, Sadistic Pilgrim. And the rare is Leyline Binding. Domain. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. When Leyline Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Leyline Binding leaves the battlefield. Can't imagine that's worth all that much unless you're, playing a all colors commander deck. Vanquisher's Axe is the foil, and then we've got a soldier token and a foil swamp card, and then an art card, which is Writhing Necromance. Nice and creepy. Alright, on to probably my favorite set that I've opened out of, well, I enjoyed the Final Fantasy set, but that's because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. But out of Magic cards, I think, especially the newer ones, Phyrexia is one of my favorites. What I don't like is the order the cards are in. They're always in a real goofy order. It throws me off. So then I have to move everything around without trying to spoil it for myself or you guys. All right, I think I got it. If anything's out of place, I apologize. Okay, we've got Surgical Skull Bomb, Escaped Experiment, Experimental Augury, Sawblade Scamp, Ruthless Predation, Necrogen Rot Priest. I love the black and white looking cards, art cards in this. Unctus's Retrofitter, Rib Skiff, Necrosquito, and then that is a cool looking foil mountain. Like that a lot. Got a nice shine to it. Then we got an art card. Oop. That is Green Sun's Twilight. Then we have the token. I guess the rares I put to the back. So let's get the token up. Phyrexian Might. Then my rares are upside down. Ooh, rare foil. Norn's Wellspring. Whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1 and put an oil counter on Norn's Wellspring. Pay 1 and tap, remove 2 oil counters from Norn's Wellspring, and draw a card. Double rare. Love to see it. Alright, Azeri Stalker of Spheres. When Azeri Stalker of Spheres enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice. When you proliferate, draw a card. Very cool. Alright. On to the special guest pack of Flash Friends Tattoo Flash Trading Cards. Comes from Crocodile Jackson. Look him up online on Instagram. He's a tattoo artist. He gets a bunch of tattoo artists together. They all come up with different arts. And he puts together a set of cards, trading cards with foils, rares, all the good stuff. They're just fun to open, fun to look at the art. All right, we've got Kuori. Probably mispronounced that. Suki. There we go. Smoking Baby. Nice. Sneak Attack Squad. Zeiss's Red Devil. Handyman. I think that's the first double I've pulled so far. This is the 4th pack I've opened, so that's not bad. Deleted Pictures. Happy Pill Monster. That's the 2nd double I've pulled. Devotee of the Sun, La Tigresa. That is a uncommon, you can tell by the silver star. 9 Lives Familiar. Another uncommon. Lady of the Panther. Frank. I love the ones that are just like named something plain like that. And then the rare is Sneaky Salomon. Kind of creepy looking. Very Ren and Stimpy vibes. All right. We've got 6 more of those packs, I think. Yep. So I'll keep opening those. But now we'll check the market price of those rares and that Shivan, just because I'm curious. We'll start with Uzuri, Stalker of Spheres. Let me get out my scanner. So I do use TCG Player. No way am I sponsoring them. Just seems to be relatively convenient. Alright, as long as you update your app. So this one is 45 cents. Then Norn's Wellspring, which I think I've already pulled from this box. Just not a foil version. So that is a 22-cent card regular. Let's see if I can switch it over to foil. See if that updates the price. I doubt it's going to be much more, so we'll just estimate that that's about, oh, there you go, 30 cents. So not a huge increase there. On to Leyline Binding. That'd be a cool foil. That is a 40-cent card. So nothing crazy there as well. And then checking out that Shivan Dragon. I know it's not going to be worth much, but I'm just curious. That's a 6-cent card. It's crazy. Back in the day, I'm sure if I looked up the market value of one of the old sets that we started with, was at I mean, I can't even remember anything before 5th edition. We played Celestial Armor. That is a 70-cent card. So that is the big winner of the day. So not the best opening in the world. Definitely had better. But any day where I can open some packs is a good day. So until next time, y'all, I'll check you later.